Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Paul McIntosh. The founder and CEO of Bridgehead Agency, Paul McIntosh, is a go-to-market expert, mentor, sales leader, and advisor. Bridgehead Agency, formerly Mustard, is a leading international go-to-market agency that guarantees to help startups and scale-ups succeed in international growth. Paul has over 25 years world-class experience in business development, sales, and marketing at the highest levels in both blue-chip companies such as Cisco, BBC, and Lego, plus startup and scale-up businesses spanning both B2B and B2C tech sectors. Over the past 13 plus years, Paul has helped drive countless new brands, products, and services to market very successfully with his team. A mentor and advisor to startups and scale-ups, is a patron of the Caring Cancer Trust charity. Well, good afternoon, Paul. Welcome to the show.
It's wonderful to be here, Brian. Great to meet you, and thank you very much for the invitation. Fascinating to talk with you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And really making the time, coordinating schedules. I'm in the middle of the U.S. in Kansas City area, and you're over in the U.K. So I love to do these international podcasts. They're always fun. So thanks again. So Paul, let's just jump right into your story here. You've got quite the career in business development, marketing. You were a senior executive. Now you're the founder and CEO of Bridgehead Agency. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Yeah, thanks very much. It's been very interesting corporate background over the years and at senior commercial board level at some wonderful brands. But I started sales actually back in as far back as 1989. Which seems like a totally different lifetime. And that's when the Berlin Wall fell and George W. Bush was sworn in as American president. So it's a long time ago. But I was taken under the wing of a gentleman by the name of John Jones, who's an ex-Coca-Cola and 7-Up exec. And he coached and mentored me in the world of sales and what sales and business development meant. Working with John was a great privilege at that early phase. And as my career rapidly grew, I've had the great pleasure of working with some wonderful blue chip corps such as Cisco, BBC, and Legos, as you call it in North America, and Lego as we call it here in Europe. So it's been some fascinating growth in a number of those key areas. And as I evolved in that executive and more senior side of things, it became really apparent very quickly in a lot of corporations that sales goes off in a left direction and marketing goes right, and they're not always aligned. So I spent quite some time whilst I was leading those commercial teams to research why that happens, and fundamentally found out that it's broadly because those corporations don't craft, create, and implement go-to-market strategies. So the inspiration came from that to then craft my own business and move out of corporation, where I really wanted to spend 90% of my time being productive and in action. And there's a real passion from my side through my 20s and 30s, helping scale ups and startups. So that was the reason, and throwing the go-to-market with the startups and scale ups into the pot is how Bridgehead was formed.
I love sharing that backdrop, the career where it traversed, being in corporate. I know sometimes that's a struggle, but that's where we all cut our teeth and learn so much that allows us that opportunity to start our own company. So I appreciate the share. Paul, your company, Bridgehead, is an international go-to-market agency that specializes in helping scale-ups expand into new markets. You offer market discovery and boot camps through to market entry audits, acceleration, and transitioning. Can you talk about the keys of your success?
Yeah, there's a real balance between working with an external agency that wants to craft a strategy and give you 200 slides of PowerPoint. The real success from Bridgehead's side, and the reason we get 98% of our business via recommendation and referral, is we have a process and methodology on go-to-market we use for every client. That consists of no more than 40 slides of PowerPoint when the client finishes it. But the big difference with us, we have a team of sales and business development people across the UK, Europe, and transatlantically that actually secure sales for our clients, whether that's in consumer packaged goods or whether that's in the B2B environment. So that sort of magical source that sits in behind it is a real differentiator to help the clients.
Thank you. I appreciate you getting into some of the nuts and bolts. Obviously, you don't give away all your secrets, but I love how you explain how you tackle this. So thank you. And Paul, we are a technology publication, platform, podcast. And we like to ask anybody on our podcast if they're leveraging any of that new and emerging technologies. If not, have you found maybe a cool tool or app you found useful you could share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Outside of, quite interestingly, Brian, we're taking our way of working and our go-to-market process and methodology and actually investing in turning that into software ourselves to help Scaleups, but that's for 18 months down the line. Yeah, we get involved in using lots of different technology and try and bring it all together. From one of the tools that we use quite a lot in our business is Rocket Reach, that allows us from a lead gen and contact relationship perspective that integrates into our CRM, which is a great one for startups and scale-ups, which is SalesMate. So those combined really give us some powerful data and insight on any clients we're looking to work with, and most importantly for our clients, helping them find customers and secure some revenue. So those are the key ones that I wanted to make you aware of today.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And someone in our audience obviously will take that to heart, or maybe leveraging a similar technology. You may want to check that out. So thank you. And Paul, last question of the day. Could you share something from your career experience that would be helpful for those listening today, looking to grow their career in sales or entrepreneurship?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of very quick things. And again, the great thing talking with yourself today, Brian, is obviously this snapshot viewpoint. But I mentioned it early when we spoke that if I relive time again from a commercial perspective, having one commercial team underneath that umbrella opposed to separating sales and marketing distinctly, I think super important. And we've experienced with over 80 clients that we've helped grow significantly in the last 10 to 15 years, is when they're cohesive and combined, the amplification of what they can do from a commercial perspective is incredible to see. So when everything's aligned and sales and marketing in the right direction, you can really see accelerated results. And that for me is something I would certainly have done in my 20s and 30s, opposed to just riding a sales route separately. So making sure they're cohesive. I guess the second aspect to that, away from that commercial side, is if anyone's planning to then go from corp and do their own aspect, my recommendation is do it, and do it today. So by all means, plan and prepare, but creating real action is what it's all about. So I would get that done and get it done straight away and not take too long to make those decisions.
Thank you. Appreciate that perspective. And like I said, there's a lot of great gems that we can pull out of this podcast today and share with our global audience. So thank you so much. Paul, it was a pleasure having you on today, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Thanks, Brian. Best wishes to you and to everybody in the US. Take care.
Bye for now.